Menu narration option is set to off.
The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sun Devils will kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him, I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, Dave.
Running toward the tape. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Gators want to crank the tempo. With jet sweep pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Gators!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Looking for blockers. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it. They'll maintain possession. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they hit the gas can wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Up-tempo for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes.
Going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Off play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On his way from around the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Oh, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Gringo! Spider!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Easy!
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators will hustle to the line.
At the 14-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arizona State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance.
He wants to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive, and I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep points.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, being a business.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And the Gators want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Sims. Makes his connection. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Gators are rolling down the field.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Going up top on 1st down. Snags it over the middle.
First down pass.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They want to just keep throwing it. Got his man down the middle. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The play-action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johns. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Finds his target down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
For the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. On second down, he'll let it fly. Moving away from pressure. At the 35, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Fires downfield. And he got a hand in there and knocks it away incomplete.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first direction.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Throws to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game, he scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision now.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the play fake. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Scanning the field, it's Sims. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for a man on second down. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more snap coming before halftime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take another shot here. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
Got it in the middle. It's in goal. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Rides to the back. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lane.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Gators. And the stomping has commenced.
Florida.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kansas State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 25 over the Sharks. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
First and goal, Florida.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Gators in the hurry up. They'll try the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it?
Gonna let it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Easy.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 10. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Gators. And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Catch in the middle. It's in goal. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading. Pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense had his hands forward. They finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The give and the run on fourth down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your play, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it out. It's Harvin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Running to the left. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to pass. It's Coates. Steps away to find some room. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. 1st down here for the offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to pass. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, milk the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
Check.
They'll try it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And right down the middle. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt.
Arizona State, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play to pad the stats. Comes out throwing on first down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.